Good morning, chemistry students. My name is Mr. Adam. This is chemistry. Today is the 10th of April. It is a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. And it is a day 2 in the rotation. Hi guys, happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well today. I wanted to start off today's video with a little bit of a story. So back in my day, when I was in high school, I had a principal at my senior high school called Dr. Butterini. And Dr. Butterini was a really great guy. And every morning he'd come on to the announcements and he'd say, "Hallelujah, it's a great day to be alive." And I always wondered where he got that attitude and why he was so excited about being alive and so excited to be up every morning. And one day, when we were in high school, he did this every year, but one day when we were in high school, he told us where exactly he got that phrase from and why exactly he said that. So it turns out that Dr. Butterini had a thinned wall in his aorta. The aorta is part of your heart. It's a valve that comes out of your heart. And he had just been getting a regular checkup. I think his wife had gotten her heart checked on, and so he got his checked on too. And he found out that he was born with this defect in his body where the walls of his aorta were extraordinarily thin. And he was about 50 years old when they found this. And what they said was if they had discovered this even a month or maybe 2 later, that aorta probably would have burst. His heart would have burst. And that's a condition that you don't exactly recover from. It's a condition that would have probably seen him dead within about 5 minutes of it happening, of that aorta rupturing. And so because they caught it, because he managed to get that checked out, he was able to have surgery and get that repaired. And so every day, he told us, he woke up and was very grateful to be alive. That's how he chose to react to that news. Not, "Oh my gosh, I could have died, that would have been horrible, I can't believe that happened to me, that's crazy." But rather, he chose to react in a way that says, "I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful that every day I get to keep living, keep coming to this school and doing my job, and being here." So, why am I telling you this? Dr. Butterini always said that it was a great day to be alive. And he also said one other thing all the time. And it's something that really stuck with me in high school. He said, you can't control the things that happen to you in your life. You can't control what people will do, what events happen, what things will happen to you. The only thing that you have the power to control is exactly how you react to it. And that stuck with me. When I was a teenager, it stuck with me. As an adult, it stuck with me. It's going to stick with me, I'm pretty sure, my whole life. That I can't always control the things that happen to me. I can't always control what people do to me, or what's going on around me, or what's happening in the world. All I can control is how I react to it. And so I'm going to leave you guys with that. We're not going to go into too much chemistry today, but I'm going to let you guys think about that a little bit. Because I'm sure you all heard yesterday, and all know now, that we're not coming back to the building this year. We're not going back into the Mount Lebanon High School building this year for school. We're not going to be meeting again in person this year. And yeah, that kind of sucks. That's kind of hard. It's pretty hard for me to know that I won't see you guys and get to teach you guys again in this school year. But you know what? We can't control that. We can't control anything about COVID or the decisions people are making or the fact that we shouldn't be in groups right now. All we can control is how we react to it. And you know what? My first reaction was, that sucks. I'm going to miss seeing you guys. And I still feel that way. But what I'm choosing to do is controlling how I react to that. What I'm going to choose to do is do my best to see you guys, to still be an important person in your life, to still influence you in some way, help you learn a little bit of chemistry, sure, but try to reach out to you guys and make sure you're okay and be here as someone that you can trust, someone that you can talk to. I'm going to control my reactions by continuing to greet you every day, continuing to make you a video, even if you don't watch it, even if only 10% of my students watch it. I'm going to keep being here for you guys because that's how I want to control my reaction to things I can't control, right? I want to be there for you guys and tell you that it's going to be okay. And that we'll get to see each other again. This isn't the last we see of each other. This isn't the last time that we'll actually be in school together. I'll still be there. I'll still be up in C400 in my little corner of the world, right? We'll still be there. So I'm controlling how I react to this, and I hope you take it the second to do the same. Yeah, sure, take that visceral reaction. Take that second to say, yeah, this sucks. This is really going to be hard. But then say, okay, gotta make the most of it. Gotta do what we can with this. Gotta show up, maybe send Mr. Adam an email, maybe join one of his video calls, which we will have one today. Control your reaction to it the best you can. Try to keep your spirits positive. The one thing I've been saying over and over again in any emails I've sent to anybody is stay safe, stay positive, and keep working hard. That doesn't just mean in school, but keep working hard to keep your head afloat, to keep making connections with people, to keep your family one of your biggest priorities, right? And stay positive. Control your reaction. Stay positive. Okay? All right, with all that being said, one of the things I'm doing to control my reaction to this is I want to keep having video chats with you guys. So today, we're not going to have period video chats because that takes a lot of time and not everybody joins up for the period. Some periods had great attendance, some periods didn't. What I want to do today is just kind of make myself available for you guys. So I'm going to be online on video chat today for 2 sessions. I'm going to be on from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. And then from about 2:30 to 3 o'clock, just to give myself a little bit of a break in the middle and break it up so that people can join at different times if they want to. If they have something going on, they can hopefully join one of those 2 sessions. If neither of those sessions works for you, let me know and I might reschedule that. But I'll send out an email later today that we're going to have those video chats. It will be on Google Meet again, so I'll send out a link to that so you can join that and pop on in and say hi. This time, again, not a ton of structure, but this time I really want it to be, 1, about popping in, saying hi, sharing anything you want to, and 2, giving you an opportunity to ask any questions on the content that you had this week, right? So, what did we start with? We started with, not Lewis dot symbols. We had an assignment on 2-3 on Monday. What was it? Oh, so if you had any questions about Lewis dot symbols or Lewis structures. I know those were somewhat confusing for some people. What is a bonded pair? What is an unpaired electron? A lot of people were concerned that they got the answers wrong on that worksheet. Remember, don't overstress about it. It's pass-fail now, and you should be passing the assignments as long as you put in a genuine effort and get more than 60% of the content, which most of you are doing just fine. So, any questions about Lewis dot symbols, Lewis structures, anything like the octet rule, how we draw all these things with single bonds and double bonds and all these organic molecules, any questions on that, it's a good time to come together and ask those. So I'm going to have those, I'm going to try to do twice a week and do a regular day of the week. So maybe Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that, where you can come in and ask questions if you're confused on the content, if you have questions about how to do it, if you want to practice something, if you just want to chat. That's what these video meetings are for, to make myself available to you. Because my way of controlling my reaction is to try to see you guys as often as possible, since we won't get to see each other in person again for a little bit, and that's okay. So, we'll do that today from about 1:30 to 2 and 2:30 to 3. Yeah, that is what I said, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's what's up for the video meetings today. Today for the assignment, you're working on 2.5, the octet rule part 2. So for that, again, you're doing the assignment, you are reading the notes and seeing what this octet rule thing is all about. For this assignment, I think it was pretty heavy on the multiple choice, so it's just questions from the reading a lot, but you're also, again, drawing some structures. And again, when you're drawing structures, do the steps for drawing Lewis structures, and make sure that everything has a full octet, that every atom has 8 electrons around. It can get those electrons from the lone pairs that are attached to it on the outside that don't really do anything, that don't bond with atoms, or it can get electrons from the bonds that it shares with other atoms, right? And sometimes you can have a single bond, which is 1 pair of electrons or 2 electrons. Sometimes you can have a double bond, which is 2 pairs of electrons or 4 electrons. And sometimes you can have a triple bond, which is 3 pairs of electrons, or 6 electrons shared in that bond, right? So make sure to check out your octet rule. Remember that hydrogen is our one exception to the octet rule, that it only has 2 electrons in any bond that it forms, and it only forms 1 bond. So keep working with that. Keep asking questions if you have them. I know on the assignment days, I usually get a couple more questions, but you guys should be okay. Keep asking me questions. Keep working hard. I think either next week or the week after, we will have a quiz. And again, this quiz is not high pressure. All that it really is just combining all the assignments that we've done so far, combining some questions from them, and putting it all together and seeing what you've learned from this. Shouldn't be terribly difficult. You will have to study and review a little bit for it, but we'll get you prepared for that. We'll make sure you'll be okay on it. Again, all we're looking for is that you pass. All that we're looking for is that you've learned something, that you learned some content from this. So as long as you're getting above a 60% on that, you'll be fine. If you don't pass it, guess what? You can try it again and give it another shot. Okay? So, with all that being said, I will see you at today's meetings. Share of the day. What was I thinking for this? I had a thought. I haven't been writing down my thoughts as much anymore, but I had a thought about the share of the day. I can't remember exactly what it is. Oh, yeah, I remember what it was now. Okay, so for the share of the day, sorry about that. For the share of the day, I would like you to share something that you really like or really admire about one of the classmates in your period, right? So if you're in second period, share something about a classmate that you really like or really appreciate, or something nice that someone has done for you, or something that you really like about their personality or anything like that, right? It could be something that you're really close with. It could be a good friend that you have that you always see that you're like, yeah, I just really like your face, or I just really like your personality. You really make my day better in chemistry because Mr. Adam just drones on and it gets boring, but you make my day better, right? So share something nice about somebody in your period. It could be someone you're really close with. It could be someone you don't really talk to that much, but you want to let them know that they brighten your day. Just say something nice about somebody in your class, right? It can be, again, to me, it can be public. I can share it with that person, or you can not share it with that person. It's fine. But share that today. And if you want to, it would be a great time to share it in our class meetings today. So I will see you all around 1:30 or around 2:30 today. I hope to see you there. I hope to see some of your shining faces. Remember, you can't always control everything in your life. All you can control is how you react to it. So stay safe, stay positive, keep working hard, and I'll see you all on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Let's go to 1, 2, 3. Clap on me.